back to Learn Economia. Here we'll be discussing the equilibrium in oligopoly market, having discussed the equilibrium situations in monopoly market and monopolistic competition. So we know that oligopoly is a market structure where we could have only a few sellers. There would be more than two firms in an industry, and each firm would be taking consideration the reaction of the rival firms so as to formulate their own price policy. So this is what monopoly is. Now, coming to the price and output determination in monopoly, we have to consider certain factors. We have to understand that if an industry which is composed of a few firms, each selling identical or homogeneous product, having powerful influence on the total market, the price and output policy of each would be likely to be affecting the other appreciably. Therefore, they will try to promote collusion. That's it. Collusion means that they would be cooperating together and they would be determining the output and price in the economy. So, in case there is product differentiation, an oligopolist can raise or lower his price without any fear of losing the customers or of immediate reactions from rival firms. Okay, however, keen rivalry among them may create condition of monopolistic competition. There is no single theory which satisfactorily explains the this oligopoly behavior regarding the price and output in the market, though there have been many theories which discuss the output and price determination in oligopoly market. So the degree of imperfect competition in a market is influenced not just by the number and size of the firms but by the way in which they behave. When only a few firms operate in the market, they see what their rivals are doing and reacting. Okay, so actually the reaction of a particular firm would depend upon the action taken by his or its rival firms. So this is known as a kind of strategic interaction, and strategic interaction means that the way in which each firm's business strategy depends upon its rival firm's behavior. So when there are only a small number of firms in the market, they will have a choice between cooperation and non-cooperation behavior. Firms act non-cooperatively when they act in their own way without any explicit or implicit agreement with other firms. So that's what produces some kind of price wars in the economy. So firms on the other hand may also lead to a cooperative behavior. This especially happens when they try to minimize competition between them. There will be a kind of collusion or cooperation between them, and in oligopolistic situation there would be collusion in which two or more firms would jointly set their prices or output in the economy. That is, they divide the entire market among them and they will jointly make profit. I mean, whatever profit is enjoyed, they will share it jointly. That's the case of collusion. Now coming to cartel, which is another form of setup in monopoly, in oligopoly. So this is actually an organization of different independent firms. These would be producing similar products and they would be working together to raise the prices and restrict the output in the market so as to gain maximum profit from the market. So it is strictly illegal, as for example in Pakistan and most of the countries of the world, for companies to collude by jointly setting the prices or dividing markets. But we could see this kind of collusion or cartel kind of thing in several markets in several countries. We could see that firms are often tempted to engage in tactic collusion, which occurs when they refrain from competition without explicit agreements. So when firms actually collude, they often they quote identical prices, pushing up the profit and decreasing the risk of doing business. Because if one firm suffers any kind of issues or problems in the economy, the other firms would be helping the problem facing firm. So that you could see that this kind of collusion to an extent is good in the economy as far as firms are concerned, because these firms would be earning maximum profit in the economy by restricting output and by increasing prices and all. They would be gaining maximum profit from the economy. So that's all about cartel. So coming to the rewards of collusion, actually we could see that when successful, it would be collusion would be getting several rewards, and by looking into the figure you will be able to understand it more clearly. So the diagram actually illustrates the situation of oligopolist A and his demand curve DADA. DADA is a demand curve of the oligopolist firm A, and actually we are assuming that all the other firms would follow A's price and output setting. Actually, whatever decision taken by A, whether it is in terms of raising the prices or lowering prices, would be followed by other firms. So this is our assumption. Thus, the firm's demand curve has the same elasticity as the industry's demand curve. The optimum price for the collusive oligopolist is shown by point G. Actually, from G, if you at point G, what happens is that if you look at point G, from point G you could draw a line which touches the y-axis to determine the price. So DADA is the line which denotes the demand curve or AR curve of firm A. So the equilibrium happens at point E, and actually this price which is set which is determined by firm A, this is identical to a monopoly price because it is well above the marginal cost and earns a colluding monopolist, hence the monopoly profit. And this price is actually identical to monopoly price in the sense that it is giving some kind of profit which is similar in the case of a monopoly to the oligopolist right here. So that's all. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe the channel for more videos.